Hello, Virgo. This is your March 2021. So, Virgo, for you guys, for some of you Virgos, I see that being clean and sober is your new goal. Congratulations. Amazing. Amazing. Keep it up. It works if you work it. The next situation is for your reading for March that talks about Virgos. This talks about either phones ringing, text messages buzzing, lots of communication this month. Somebody going back and forth with someone. Either you're texting, they're texting, you're responding, they're responding. It's a lot of back and forth. For some of you, this is in reference to somebody knocking at the doors because I hear somebody saying, come in, come in. For some of you, at work, you'll be told you did a great job or a hell of a job or a good job. For some of you, this is going to be in reference to somebody coming in, wanting to sit down and have a conversation. This is somebody, and it may not be exactly come in, but in other words, coming in on your phone, coming in on your message, coming in on your email, coming in on your text. But somebody's wanting a conversation. Somebody's wanting to find out what's been going on. So the first card that comes up to you, or for you, is the Nine of Pentacles. So as I said, somebody's definitely either sitting in their car and they're messaging right now, talking, or they're communicating to you via while they're separate, away from somewhere. They're in privacy. For some of you, it's something about a north side, or on the north side, or on the side. I don't think it's side as far as like a chick on the side, or anything on the side chick. None of that. But it is something on the side, or on the north side. This is also talking about, with the Nine of Pentacles, that messages get told to you, or information gets brought to your attention. I think that the person that you were involved with wanted someone to tell you that they're single, wanted somebody to tell you that they're not with someone. They want you to know that the only person they have in mind is you. Virgo, this looks really good for the month of March because it's showing me that somebody is wanting to repair damage that was done, because this card doesn't want to be this way and it doesn't want to be this way. So this is still in the process of healing. So whatever's going on wasn't that long ago that somebody broke your heart or hurt your feelings, because you're still in the midst of healing. You're also still in the middle of trying to make that decision on whether or not you're willing to go back, whether or not you're willing to work it out. For some of you, there's something about the number 10, or maybe it's in an address, the number 10, or it might be like 104, 105. For some of you, something's coming, and it feels like it's saying the next day. So after communication, to a certain degree, to a certain extent, then something comes the next day. Whether it's a new message, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a text. Now, for some of you, during the month of March, you're going to spend a lot of time working or putting work in. You're also going to finally chase after something that you've been wanting. For some of you in the month of March, again, you are repairing or recovering from something. It doesn't have to be a broken heart, but it can be from a disappointment, a setback, a challenge that maybe you don't think you won. For some of you, you may be feeling as if you lost, or you are a loser, or you are losing, which is not true. Because as long as you tried and put your effort in, you can never be called a loser. For a lot of you, the lessons that were learned during something recently really taught you something, or really showed you something, or opened up something very clear to you. Be on the lookout for someone to offer you help, understanding, guidance, training, patience. So for a lot of you, this could be somebody willing to train you in a new position. This could be somebody willing to show you how special you are. This is somebody who's wanting to be kind to you. This is somebody who doesn't want to approach you in an aggressive way. For a lot of you, you're desperately seeking either a new relationship, a new partner, or you're definitely trying to see through somebody's Facebook page, through their Instagram page, through their job, through their coworkers. You're trying to see something that isn't put right in front of you. You're trying to get the inside scoop, so to speak, or they are on you, or you on them. Which way's it go? For some of you, either you didn't want somebody to know about how you were brought up, or what you have or don't have. You didn't want somebody to see something. For some of you, you didn't want somebody to know about a little secret that you have. Something about what you do. Maybe it's what you do to yourself. Some of you may have cutting issues. Some of you may have issues where you self-sabotage a lot. Some of you may not want somebody to know that even though you come across as being very confident or secure, the truth is you're very insecure, very worried, a lot of fears, a lot of anxiety. Some of you may be hiding these things with alcohol or drugs. Some of you may not want somebody knowing that either how much money you have, how much money your family has, how easily things can come to you. Some of you have been judged by something in the past that really upsets you. But you're not wanting that judgment anymore. It's like you're wanting something removed. For some of you, you can't stop holding on to a thought about something that has manifested into your life, that has created a lot of obstacles, that has also put a lot of weight on you. Weight, physical weight, or weight pressure, whichever way it refers to you. Some of you have gained extra pounds, maybe 10 pounds, maybe more. Some of you are definitely feeling like you're exhausted. Something is definitely overwhelming you in your life in the month of March. Something is making you feel like you want to walk away or give up. Something is making you try to see things in a different mannerism. You know, Spirit keeps putting this in front of you almost every day, and you're like, what does that mean? Or why do I keep hearing that? Or why do I keep dreaming that? Or what do those numbers mean? Spirit's trying to communicate to you, and you're not paying attention. For some of you, you could be dealing with a lot of frustration or a lot of disappointment that could be involved with a family member, somebody who stopped talking to you, somebody who's not as close to you, somebody who's not sharing with you, somebody who's not wanting to meet you halfway or understand your point of view. Somebody may not have approved of somebody that you were dating or with. You may have been hiding this relationship from somebody, or somebody's been hiding your relationship. Not sure which way this goes. But I will say the fast energy moves in for you in the month of March. Things are going to bring you back to a time when you felt very childlike or very innocent, or things felt very easy to you. Things just came naturally in a good way, and that's what's coming back again. Because you are going to have unexpected love show up out of the blue. Something that you've been concentrating on or focused on is now coming to fruition. For some of you, or your partners, have walked away and turned their back on old friends. Maybe you turned your back on some old friends, people who showed you that when you really needed them, they weren't there for you. Yet you were always there for them. Or this is your partner turning his back or their back, her back on someone that's not there for them or wasn't there for them. Somebody may have also lied to you, and you had to turn your back. You had to give up. You had to walk away from this because you knew the truth the whole time, yet they still continued to try to lie. They tried to cover something up, something that was told to you. You found out the truth in something. That's what caused this breakup, is because you had found out the truth in something. That truth could have been about a third-party situation. For some of you, at this point in time, you're reviewing your life in the month of March. You're trying to see where changes can be made. You're feeling like you've drawn a blank in your mind, like you can't come up with an idea or a creation that you're needing to. For some of you, it could be a jingle that you need to write. For some of you, it could be a play that you're trying to write. For some of you, it could be a screenplay like that. For some of you, you're trying to come up with an excuse or an alibi. You're trying to come up with the reasons why something happened. There's going to be a lot going on here, a lot of choices that you're going to make. Be patient, but something's coming very quickly for you. For some of you, somebody might have sold you out or told somebody something they had no business speaking of. For some of you, there could be something that feels very familiar to you, or someone you meet that feels very familiar, and you may not know them from Adam. You may have never met them before, but something's going to feel very familiar. For some of you, you're going to hear heavy winds blowing. Heavy winds. It's going to be scary. You're going to be like, what the heck is going on out there? Something about heavy winds. For some of you, something about Elm Street. Elm Street, if that makes sense to anybody listening. Elm Street. E-L-M. Elm Street. For some of you, whatever's across the street from your house, pay attention over there. You're going to see something that's going to make you talk about it or tell somebody about it. I don't know what that is. For some of you, I feel like you've been very upset and you were crying. Something that it just, out of the blue, you just started crying. Your emotions just got the best of you. It was like this small thing, whether it was on something on TV or a song on the radio, something triggered you and you just started crying. For some of you, this has something to do with the coast or on the coast. For some of you, it's talking about whether it's the West Coast, if you're on the West Coast. For some of you, there's music notes or notes of music or things you're writing down. For some of you, I want you to take the time during the month of March to look at all of the different options that you have in front of you, whether this is for job, whether this is for love, whether this is for moving. For a lot of you, yes, fast energy is coming in, but for a lot of you, there's something that you're stuck on. You're just stuck here. I'm having trouble doing your reading because of the fact you're showing me that you want to be here still. You're still feeling bad, or you enjoy feeling sad because it gives you that attention that nobody else is giving you, so now you can feel sorry for yourself or play that victim in here. But you're wanting to figure something out. You're wanting answers to something. You're wanting to be able to be confident again, but you're involved with something here that you don't know how to let go of, something that's keeping you in this loop. Something in a situation is keeping you there, whether it's your drama or somebody else's drama. But something in the situation is keeping you there. Somebody's wanting to run away. Somebody's just wanting to run away. So be careful who that is. Pay attention to them. For some of you, you're involved in this relationship, but you're still asking yourself, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? It's like I'm looking so closely, but what's in it for me? How am I going to get to this new growth, this new potential? A lot of you are still stuck in this depression. You've got to get out of that first before you can get to what's in it for me. A lot of you now in the month of March are going to decide to clean up your shit. Just pick up your stuff and move and go. A lot of you doesn't physically mean moving, but it means take your emotions up and get them together. And you know what? Put it all to the side. Put it on the back burner and move forward. A lot of you are going to find that you have amazing strength coming up in the month of March. I love it. You have amazing strength showing here. There's also a very nice party, invitation, gathering that you're going to. That's going to change a lot of your persona. Almost the magician is going to step in. This is somebody new that wants to meet you, that wants to communicate. This could be an online as well to begin that way, online. Or it could be somebody in uniform that approaches you. That could be a security guard, a police officer, a fireman, any of the above. For a lot of you, you have the Page of Pentacles. And with the Page of Pentacles, A blessing is going to be given to you, or money's coming to you, favor is coming to you. But at the very least, Virgo, whatever was going on that was negative is finally, it's going to have an ending here. It's going to stop. Changes is going to happen now. The end of a cycle is here. Finally, now, hold on to your money. Hold on to yourself. Get your thoughts together, because now you have a celebration, because after endings comes new beginnings. Somebody else just got this same card for the ending. Just got the same card. But I am going to say, you have the Empress here. You have you finally being happy, sitting back on top of the mountain. No longer do you feel like you fell down a hill. No longer do you feel like somebody's left and gone away. No longer do you feel like you're abandoned. You don't feel that anymore. Not at all. Now you're ready to open up and share your love with somebody else. Because the last card comes up for you is the Ace of Swords, which is talking about new opportunities, new beginnings, overwhelming amount of joyful and happiness coming your way. And that's because you finally got yourself out of the rut that you were in, feeling so down, desperate, and despair. Now, good job, Virgo. Finally, you're not going to be sad anymore. Believe me, it's going to be that fast that as of March 1st, when you wake up, you're going to feel a whole different way. You're going to manifest all the things that you've wanted to come in and to make you happy, to make your life easier, to make you feel more content. Man, Virgos, your reading had me scared at first. I thought it was going to be a very doomsday kind of month. But the truth is, it's going to start really quiet. But then you're going to really knock some shoes off, or knock the shoes off your own feet before the month of March is over. And wait the hell till you see what's coming in April. Oh my God, when I look at these next couple cards, you won't believe it. Okay, good luck.